Perhaps not in that exact order. There's the game. Where am I? There I am. Hello everybody, it is I, Blaze from Blazing Flame Studio, and yes, originally I said I was not going to be live today. And quite honestly, did not free up until this exact moment, but we have a streak going, so at the very least I want to get something shortened for today. It probably won't be the full 4-hour stream, it'll probably be cut closer to 2. But there's a lot of stuff that went on in Genshin, and I was running straight into that without knowing what I was doing. So yeah. Nod Cry, everybody. I mean, obviously Skirk, Dahlia, a lot of stuff going on in that live stream, but Nod Cry picking Dottore as the main villain is certainly not something I was expecting. And I'm not unhappy with it. Though I certainly think there were other options that could have been made and maybe should have been made. But I'm curious to know what y'all think. We've also got Cypher coming up. Not exactly sure what's going to happen there. Also, what is this? Homing explosives. Veressa. Okay, I'm pretty good with Veressa. Let's see if we can actually win one of these for once. Oh, away we go.
Here I go.
You not get up there?
Get back on track. Here I go.
Stick to the outskirts.
Just steer clear of other people.
Run away! Run away! Oh, catching up on the leader. Stay away from whoever gets that. Run, Veressa, run! Oh, come on, how did that even hit me? Where's my skill? Oh, come on! What? They don't give us permanent skill hold? Well, that just seems wrong. Okay. Wait, how did I go from having the lead to having 300 to a guy having 304 now? Is that just from the Saurian? Sure, why not? I used to be the person in last. And I can't even get up there. I don't get... How do I activate this? Literally went after the person with the most coins as much as I could, and it still was not nearly enough.
Get back on track.
Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Here I go.
Not nearly enough. Well, at least I'm not in last place. At least I'm in second. Okay, lowest scoring challengers about to indwell a Saurian. Oh, come on. Let me just stay away from everybody else, and then that way, hopefully I'm not targeted. Oh, come on, man. I know I'm not winning, but I can at least try to ensure that I don't come in last. Stay all the way over here and make it where we can't be targeted. Let's go. Indwelled a Saurian the most times in total. That's not even a unique achievement. Come on, Genshin, you couldn't give me that? How's everybody doing in chat? Now that I'm in a temporary hiatus from getting beaten up by Saurians. What are y'all's thoughts on Nod Cry? I mentioned mine a bit earlier, but in short, Dottore looks very interesting as the choice for villain. I think many people were hoping for a few other people. Maybe some Harbingers we haven't seen in-game already. But I guess Dottore does make sense as an intro, since Dottore is still, well, you know, alive. And, you know, not forgotten, so there's that too. Interesting to implement the Fae in the storyline. That does look like the angle that they're going for, with that green-haired character who looks somewhat like Tiki from Fire Emblem Awakening. Clearly somebody has slow internet. Ooh, this is Mualani, isn't it? Oh, it's Chaska, okay. Feels like it should have been a Mualani level, personally, just looking at the layout. Oop. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on. The recharge is killing me. I don't think Dream quite understands the mechanics. Go up, go up, go up. Come on. Honestly, you know what? Oh, you can't be up here.
Let's fly.
Go, fly, fly, fly. Alright, alright, alright. Ah, man. Forget how hard to steer Chaska is. Okay. Come on. I am getting completely wrecked on this. You're not even suppressing me. I'm falling into the water of my own volition. The mechanic is flawed. Why do I keep going down? I am constantly going down. Time to box rush this. Been here for a second.
Let's run.
I am not in last still. What? What? Let's go actually won one of these. Or Chia. I feel like I was probably at least partially responsible for that. Did I regret nothing? What we got? Is that enough to get to the next 2 levels? Ooh, let's find out. Alright, max that out. Alright. And I'm guessing that maxes that out. It does. Not going to go there because I don't want to accidentally trigger anything. Let's go to Mondstadt and do it over here. Alright, we can make 2 of these. Then we make 5, which is what we're going to do. For me, coming through. Hi. Oh yes, also, the new permanent game mode and the ability to re-roll 5-star artifacts is going to be incredibly useful. I honestly think... I don't know exactly how impactful it's going to be, but... They did say we're going to get some sort of rewards for the highest difficulty, which I'm very interested to see what that ends up being. Let's get over to Mondstadt area.
Yeah, skyward, scatter.
Okay, got that. Before there.
Yeah, skyward. Skyward.
Where are you? Right. I guess, technically speaking, I could do the crystal fly trap. I don't know if I have materials for that. Enough materials for it, though. So there's 5 of that. Do I have enough material for the crystal fly trap? Where is the crystal fly trap? I barely use this thing anymore. Nope, not what I wanted. For once, I didn't mean to click the crafting bench. Honestly, I didn't want to deploy that there either. The fact that it can only use that is so annoying. Now hold on. I'll go get 5 more materials just so I can use this. One, two. One of you can drop 2, that'd be great. 3. 4. Am I 1 short? Okay, cool. There's 1 more rock. Why should you be the one that drops 2 now that I don't need it? Nope, you just dropped 1 too. Alright. And the crystal fly trap's not even here anymore. Fine. We'll deploy it over here and not do the same mistake twice. Alright. Max this. Max this. Max this. Max this. Max this. Max this. There. Please explain how rocks are supposed to do capture things, but whatever. Alright, there's that. Go ahead and convert these while I'm thinking about it. Not those. That being said, I do actually need more Dust of Azoth. But can I just not get the last... No room in inventory for another Dust of Azoth. Item storage minute. What? How much... How much Dust of Azoth do I have? I didn't even know there was a limit on Dust of Azoth. Oh, I see that. Actually, there's probably an easy way to do this. Just going over here.
Sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the...
Let's see here. Conversion. Oh, so I guess it's 2,000. Okay.
To that end, a chef must be able to
wield
a knife with the same level of precision.
How are we doing on you? Is this today? I mean, the problem is, I think I've done this week. Yes, I have. Refreshes in 1 day, 5 hours. So we'll be ready to move on with you as soon as it resets in 2 days' time.
Practice makes perfect.
So I guess... Quite honestly, you're 90. Your artifacts are fine. 53 over 251. What else do we need to work on? Mizuki, right. Yumizuki, Mizuki. Let me take a look at my guide, which I have on the official Genshin... I think not official, but the official Blazing Flame Studio. Somebody... No, that's not it. Blazing Flame Studio Discord, even. If I didn't get distracted. Which has the official Genshin Helper Team's recommendations for how to build characters. Okay, Mizuki... 1,000 Floating Dreams. 1,000 Floating Dreams, why does that sound familiar? Do I have 1,000 Floating Dreams? What is 1,000 Floating Dreams? On par with Sackfrag. Okay, well, we have Sackfrag, so... I don't suppose I can do anything with this. I can make 2. Yeah, that's not helpful. Do I have a level 90 version of this? No. Alright, and Viridescent Venerer is her best in slot. Okay. Well, I've got that sitting around. Give me that. Also, oh gosh, Viridescent Venerer is her best in slot? Well, this is gonna be fun. don't even know if I have enough for that. Sure, I don't suppose it's HP, is it? Nope. Okay. None of these are particularly good. Okay. Alright, Mizuki. I think what I'm gonna do is... we're gonna go into a domain that is incredibly useful, which is Mars Josei Hunter and Golden Troop. And we're gonna strongbox the stuff that's not useful on other characters from Mizuki and make this more of a passive thing. Only because farming Viridescent is, and I know this because I've been playing for a very long time, a pain in the neck. Alright. Gauthier, Farina, Nouvellette. Boom.
Be sanctified.
Or don't. Nice try.
Settle down.
Gauthier. Nice. And up we go. Me and my one condensed resin. Funnily enough, now that we're actively not really looking for anything for a specific character and we're avoiding Viridescent, it's probably going to show up. Or good artifacts in this set are probably going to show up.
Silence.
Boom.
Let the mighty be humble.
Yeah, you do that.
An oversight on my part.
You're fine. There we go. Honestly, your E1's resistance to interruption should have been in your main kit, to be honest. Nouvellette. No.
Shower me with pit! A dash of frosting! Pinnacle of excellence! Let my name
Pop this. And
Bow your head.
we'll just sit here and do the thing. Of which required me doing very little, actually. Alright. Nope, and no. Well, at the very least, all of these are going to be going into Viridescent Venerer.
Skyward! Scatter!
Settle down.
Strike a pop!
Gauthier.
The tides beckon.
Boom.
Bow your head.
Boom.
Let the mighty be humble.
Hit him again. Nice. Alright, alright, alright. Use condensed resin. No. Alright, one condensed to go. Up and down.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Silence.
Alright. Nice of you to stop on by. Here, have some cooking. Boom.
Bow your head.
Boom. I am the Hydro Dragon Sovereign of Fontaine. You can do nothing to me. Haha, very funny. I mean, I'm gonna level it, but still. Haha, very funny. Alright, and now we'll go to Mondstadt, because I feel like it's the luckiest place to be. Plus, as a day one player, at this point it's kind of just second nature for me to go to Mondstadt whenever I need to do something. Alright, Vera Distant Venerer. It's been a while since I had to do anything with you. Let's see what happens with these artifacts. I mean, that could be a good off-piece for somebody, ironically. None of that was useful. The annoying thing about playing in windowed mode is that you every now and then accidentally hit close game. But if I don't play in windowed mode, then Streamlabs won't show stuff properly, and so, hold on everybody. We will be back in short order. Yeah. There we go. There's that. Alright. And there we go. Annoying. Okay. Now then. Let us salvage any artifacts that were 3 to 4 star. Lovely. Let us level up a couple of artifacts. Let's start with this one, because it's most likely the most likely to disappoint. Let's see what the 4th stat is. Flat defense. We're not off to a great start. Okay. 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 We're not gonna be... we're just enough. Okay. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible. We'll keep it. I'm sure I can find a use for that at some point. And now you... yeah, we'll get rid of you. HP and crit. Or HP, Elemental Mastery, HP and EM. What's HP? Melazines are what? What are they? Go ahead. Tell me.
Are beautiful creatures. They
Gotcha.
are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to
Good to know.
defend them and cause them no harm.
Yeah, I found that out from your story quest. Well, now what? Good that you can actually hear people inside of here. Okay. Well, content is done. We don't have a new event coming for a little bit. Already finished Imaginarium Theater. Alright. I did say I was going to condense these, and I never did, so maybe we go ahead and do that. It's what? 28 wishes? How far into pity are we for Skirk? I'm pretty sure it's not far. 6, so 30, 31, 31, 28, 59. We keep into account.
Many flavors.
We keep into account that we're going to get at least one 4-star that's most likely going to get us a character. Be in the early 60s. Nope. Stay away from that. Stay very far away from that. We're not triggering that. I need to not let myself wander.
Wind go with you.
Thank you for that, computer. Yeah, I think it makes the most sense to actually, maybe the game was trying to tell me something. We're gonna hop over to Star Rail. That's what we're gonna do. Thanks again for all the love on the videos and shorts. I'm very grateful for all the support those have been getting, and would greatly appreciate your help in promoting them for Multiverse Vistas, and maybe not promoting them is a great answer. When voting goes live, if you guys would be so kind as to vote for any, if you like my videos, of course, go ahead and vote for whichever one you like the most, or it doesn't even have to be for me, to be honest. If there are videos for your favorite creators that are participating in that event, just give them a support. It's free. In fact, it actually benefits you to do it because you get some rewards. For some reason, I feel like this is going to be very small. And that's not because this is what happens all the time. Also, I'm working, hopefully, to be able to collaborate with Cypher Mains to maybe do something. Oh, hello, Casters. We're not. This isn't an all caps kind of stream. Divergent universe and chill. That's all this is. But we're not in Genshin Impact anymore. We're in Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail. Updates. Cool. Alright. And that tells me that it's going to be small. It, of course, is. Can we make you bigger so that the viewers at home can actually see what they want to see? That'll do. Alright, so we were in the middle of a Divergent universe run when I was last on. Yay, 2 wishes. And this is resetting 1 day, 5 hours, that's right. Oh, we weren't in the middle of a Divergent universe run, okay. Oh, that's right, we had just gotten 2/5 of the way through Threshold 7. Let's go for Threshold 8. Can I get a Mighty? I can't get a Mighty. Lation, Harmony, Remembrance, I guess the Remembrance one. Sure. A random equation is nice. 6 blessings, please. If I didn't get that attack off before I got ambushed. See ya. And again. And again. Until none remain. Give me that propagation. Give me this one. Sure. Max HP, of course. Have you seen this team? That's all we want. Alright, corrupt deal. Yeah, we'll discard this. Laser again. 30% of H. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely that. Definitely that. HP changes in this team? That's gonna be very, very useful. That worked out pretty well. Let's get her to ticking again. Time bank. Birth of Herta State Space Station. Homo sapien. Thanks for the cosmic fragments. Dolos dice. Yeah, give me 200. Retrieve the remaining 400. Worked out pretty well. Alright, this should be the first boss after this. Do that. Right, what's the negative, Curio? Don't like that, but I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit anyway. Dagnabbit. Alright, well at least everything else here can be good. If we could get that, it'd be nice. Or the code. Okay, the code's nice. If we can try to get... That might be a way of kind of making things better for us. Fast in engines. Subspeed. Double rewards. Sure. Lava. Chicken. Discard one key. Oh. Yeah. Nice. Let's go. Alright, what can I get rid of? You. Thank you. How about you? Neither of you are helpful to what I'm trying to do. How about you? Yep. Alright, and I can't get rid of anything else, so... Do that, and... Right. Boom. That's a decent amount of true damage. Now feel my wrath.
Nothing but a fall.
Feel the burn. The way that this stream is working out, I'm still planning to at least be on an hour and a half to 2 hours. And tomorrow, hopefully, I know originally I said I wouldn't be able to stream tomorrow, but it just depends on how the Final Fantasy pre-release does on Sunday. I know that this one today took 6 hours, give or take. That it didn't even count when I had to get there early to obtain product. That being said, I ended up going 2-2 during the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy pre-release. I drafted, or my sealed pool contained perhaps the greatest Final Fantasy villain of all time, Sephiroth, who helped me get through a couple of games, not gonna lie. Buddy, just let it go. You're not gonna win. You're facing against the greatest team in current Star Rail history. And that's only 2 of them. Hoda and Fushuan are just here to really mess your day up even more. See? She doesn't need help. She just needs Hyacinth. See? What did I say? Hoda's just here to really rub it in. Sure. I mean, we're already working on Harmony, so I guess we'll do that. Ooh, no. Physical Fire, Abundance, Hunt. None of those are helpful. Wind and Lightning, Quantum, yes. Sapient Pen. Thank you. Store or Occurrence? We'll do Occurrence. We want to get as many blessings as possible. Max HP increase, thanks. Oh, Escapade Domain increase. Let's go. Boss Future. That's the boss picking one, right? Yes. You know what? I want... Ooh, it's Bananarama... You know what? I want Nikador. I don't know why. But Nikador is the coolest one. And so I want Nikador. If I can't have Pollux. Wow, we're getting incredibly lucky on that. Yeah, we'll just do after a tasting. We'll participate in a bit of a tasting. We're doing Saradra. Ooh, unique one. Okay, that didn't do anything. Chance to obtain 3-star curios. Self-consciousness relaxation, please. Odd code. Did I get the other code? Darn. Okay, Parchment's still pretty good. I'll take that. What are you? Ruan May? I just keep saying this, but is Ruan May even in this? Oh, not the Cuckoo Clock Fanatic. Thanks. Nice. That actually worked out pretty well. Alright, Conversion Domain. Okay. What is the thing I currently have? What is the Cosmic Twig Lotto that I have? It is 99% of HP. Okay, so in that case... That's what I was expecting. And I'm fine with that. Fortunately, the monkey gets many, many actions. Unfortunately for the monkey, Verdict gets an action first. And she gets to do it again. Oh, and apologize if I get your name wrong. Wasley XD? Wasley XD? Just doing some Divergent universe. Under level 7, I believe. We're on the, I guess, 3rd tick. That's about it thus far. Gotcha, gotcha. You can also just do XD if that's easier. But yeah, how's your day going? Go ahead and refresh the Twitch chat, so hopefully your messages will start popping up in the actual chat box. I don't know why they're not doing that already. Streamlabs being Streamlabs, it would seem. Yeah. Something that I quickly realized with Genshin Impact, and I'm a long-time player of that, so I've known this for a very, very, very long time, is that it is very easy to quickly run out of content in any Hoyo game. And so, about a year into Genshin, or not even a year, I quickly decided to hoard content. So for example, there's still quests from Inazuma I haven't done in Genshin. I have not done in Star Rail, Future Market, the March 7th quest. There are... I've done the majority of story quests in Star Rail. I have not cleared all of Genshin's content. Despite being a day one player, what I know is going to eventually happen is that there's going to be a huge lull in content because it happened before. And by not doing any of the quests and stuff, I will be able to hop on and say, huh, nobody else has content to do. I have a ton of content to do. Like, just a few days ago, I was streaming Nouvelette's Story Quest. And Nouvelette's Story Quest has been out for like a year, if not slightly over at this point. I did Tainari's like a week and a half ago. And that's over 2 years old. That came out when Sumeru launched. So it's just, it's nice to have just this whole backlog of content that I've never experienced before. And for Star Rail, honestly, because obviously you don't get rewards for getting to the higher levels of Divergent Universe, but honestly, this is just me curious on what this team's full potential really is. In all honesty, I feel like Hyacine and Castris by themselves could probably do Conundrum level 7 if you build them correctly. But obviously, full team is a full team, so you may as well use it. What do we got here? Sure, Kremnos Traveler. And no more Cosmic Fragments, that's fine. Okay, Escapade Domain, Fishing Ceremony. Fish up curios, please. Here, have some money. Actually, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. Genshin can quickly feel that way, but what ultimately happens is you run out of content really quickly, and then people are... The amount of times I've seen people where it's just like, oh, now we don't have anything else to do because we spent all of our time on it. Now we just do whatever we... Yeah, and also you're right about Star Rail. The content's much easier, and it's pretty fun, yeah. I'm not the hugest fan of turn-based content, but like one of my first games was Fire Emblem, and obviously that's a big turn-based content kind of thing. Final Fantasy as well. Hello, Escapade Domain. Let me in. I still think, in general, I prefer Genshin's stuff, but that's also just because I've been a day one player for as long as I have. I need to fill out this. Do this. You would be honestly surprised, XD, about how many people will say there's not enough to do. Because that is honestly something that a lot of people will say. They'll like do all the content in Genshin in like a day, and then they'll just, especially when it's for players who have like just done new updates, a lot of people will just say, oh, there's no new we just did all the content, now we need more content. No negative curio, please. This is the adventure domain. Okay. Erudition? Erudition. Let's go. Can we not get the weird TV thing? Cool. Right? And let's grab this. Boss domain. Oh no, why did it have to be you? Oh, please let me be able to... Nope, I can only get rid of one thing. Okay, well this is gonna be fun. Yeah, I definitely get that. The thing is about Genshin, I found... I honestly don't feel like, especially now, I think in the past, Genshin was very much... You could fall behind. Yeah. I'm doing my best with this team. I pulled Hyacine. The team... Luck made this team a lot better than it actually probably should be. By which I mean... I'm working with some spice. We've got E1 Hyacine, E2 Castorus, and then, you know, E0, E0. But, Hyacine E1 was within 20 pulls of pulling Hyacine herself. And Castorus, I think, was within 100 pulls. We got E2. I want to say it was around that, if you count the wishes that we got from, like, pulling characters and then giving us a wish. So probably in total it was like a 110, 120. But it was insane. Which is why I say that, Hyacine, this team could probably do it by themselves. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. And 1. And 2, and 3, and 4, boom. Yes, they are incredibly broken, because Hyacine boosts max HP. Also, really, you had to give me Nihility against Argenti? Ugh. Honestly, Casterus is just, I mean, a quote-unquote game changer, obviously. I mean, she's obviously better when the enemy actually has a weakness against Quantum. Did you end up getting any of the Amphorius cast? I mean, honestly, Trivia's a very good support, so it's one of the better options you can get. I got Aglaya, Hyacine, and Casterus, and that's it for the cast. I thought about getting Maide, but Maide's playstyle just didn't really do anything for me. Cypher seems interesting, but that playstyle also doesn't seem quite what I'm looking for, and then Finon, we don't know a ton about. Or at least, not from what I've seen, since I don't look at the leaks as much as possible. So thanks YouTube for doing, obviously, some of that without me trying. But, yeah. And honestly, I haven't done the Amphorius story, so all my pulls have just been based off of the lore I get from trailers. And the cutscenes that I've seen for making the AMVs I make on YouTube, so... Aglaya just looked cool. Casterus looked cool, and I've been wanting her since she was first spoiled. And Hyacine is just Barbara from Genshin, but strawberry-fied. Yeah, I don't particularly care if they're useful or not. My favorite character in this game is probably... oh gosh. Yeah, Hyacine is just Barbara. But yeah, my favorite character in this game, despite him being completely useless as a player character, is Yanqing. Mostly because Yanqing deserves so much more than he's gotten. He is... let's see. What's the best way to put it? Yanqing has survived. He went toe-to-toe with Imbibitor Lunae and Blade at the same time, to which he fought them to a point where he was willing to die, and he held them off for quite an extended period. He held off Hule-possessed Fei Xiao. He held off Yunli, who was trained by one of the greatest martial artists on the Luofu. And I believe he also, in the first ever trailer for Star Rail, whether you count that as canon or not, straight up went toe-to-toe with the, not Fantilia, Colia. Obviously not canon, but still. He's been toe-to-toe with so many gods, and he's completely unplayable in terms of meta. Yanqing, little Jing Yuan's retainer, assistant, or apprentice. Yeah, in lore he's incredibly powerful, but it does not translate to his playable stats. Yeah, the little ice guy. And like to go on top of all that, he blocked Jing Liu's basically unblockable strike, which is something that like Hule saw Yanqing and saw him doing that move and mistook Yanqing for Jing Liu. Yeah, he's kind of the Chi-Chi of Star Rail, though. I do wonder, I mean, they're buffing the limited characters. It'd be cool if they ever buffed the normal ones, but I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it as well. It'd be nice, but... I guess they technically can buff standard... Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Ask away. Also, apologies if my responses are slightly delayed. I believe there's a 3 to 4 second time delay between the stream that I'm in real time with and the stream that you're seeing. I think that's just the way that Twitch has to work. Okay. Wuxuan, stay alive if you can, friend. Yeah, Argenti is not great for this team. Because he is not weak to my main damage dealer. Couldn't see your text. Which one in particular? Because all the messages so far I've been able to see, unless Automod took something down, but I haven't gotten a notification about that. For some reason it's not showing up in the chat window, which I'm not sure why, but thankfully I can still see everything on Streamlabs. Hold on, I can pull up Stream Manager and see what's going on. Looking at Stream... Honestly, looking at it right now, because I'm in my auto-mod settings on a different monitor, it doesn't look like it's taking anything down. My auto-mod doesn't have any notifications or anything like that. Yeah, my auto-mod doesn't have anything on you at the moment. fast race with Fushman. Wow, the auto mod censored that. That's an interesting decision. So my main reasoning for that is I wanted to add some sort of sustain, and obviously Hyacine is a great sustain, but I wanted to test with Fushwan as a way of making the damage that is dealt be equally distributed across all characters instead of just going straight onto one. Which it's worked out so far. This team has gotten me through Conundrum level 5, Conundrum level 6. I think we used it in Conundrum level 4 as well. So it's clearly working. It also keeps sustainability just up there in the long run. The problem ultimately being that obviously once the bosses go berserk, Argenti in particular is really bad for my team. He's probably about to go berserk any second now. Because I did have... So my original team comp that I was working with was Castoris, the Herda, regular Herda, who's E6, and Hyacine. But I quickly found that it was very easy to just get one-hit KO'd. And then I lose a character, and then the Castoris trigger, and then I just that person just dies again. With Fushwan there. Okay, I do see the... I don't know what was going on with the outline. Hold on. I can fix this. There you go. Let's fix that. There you go. I don't know why it's doing... Oh, it's probably because it notices that as the abbreviation. They probably do have a bit of an anti-synergy, but I'm kind of just working with this as just like a trial thing. It's probably not optimal, but it works well enough that I'm willing to kind of keep it doing... There you go. Yeah, that's the problem. Argenti is literally the worst case scenario for this team. I think I picked up Laurel Crown of Planner Shifts, so even if I die here, it's fine-ish. But even still, Argenti just is so awkward for this team. Mostly because he just takes so much time to get, like, defeat. Yeah. Every time, he basically ruins my run every time. I feel like we're about to lose Herda as well. Yeah, Argenti playable is not as strong. It's kind of the Yanqing thing. Also, Argenti's about to go berserk. That's not good. Don't think we're gonna make it through here. Okay, here we go.
You have the tools.
Okay, Castrus gets to pop off here. Berta gets a little thing. Oh, can we break? Yes, we can. That still might not be enough. Yeah, I used to run Biology Apart. Actually, I used to run a team that was just full on 1 DPS, 3 either healer, shield, shield, or shield, healer, healer. I don't have Adventuring, which probably would make my team comp so much easier if I just pull for Adventuring, but I didn't get to liking Adventuring until way late in the Pentagony story, and by that point, Firefly and everybody was coming out, who I like significantly more. Oh boy. This is where things get rough. There goes Herta. Yep, there we go. Yeah. Yep, okay, we did have the Laurel Crown of Planar Shifts. Ugh. Can I get anything better? Remembrance? Sure. Laurel Crown of Planar Shifts has been destroyed. We do have 616 of these, so let's go with that. Screw him, what do you got? What do you have? Oh, come on, I need all of these? Really? Okay, what do I need for this? I need Hunt and Remembrance. Great. Let's see what Herta has. I technically lost, but the Laurel Crown basically just said you don't lose, but you don't win either, I think is how that works. Yeah, let's do Destruction. Sure, we'll do Weighted Curio. You know what? Sure, we'll take that just because we don't have it yet, and it'll add to the batch. Wealth Domain? Yeah, Wealth Domain. Boom. Yeah, Argenti's just... he's always been so... Okay, this would be... if we can get this, I think we have all 3, and we get the special 3-part Curio. So it'd be really nice to get this here. Can we get it? Yes, we can. That should be all 3 of them. Yep. Alright, that's going to be very helpful for Nikador. And, okay. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Alright. Take this. I feel like it's actually fairly easy to get that one. I feel like I get it fairly often. Grab this one. Apes. We'll do the good and simple. Take the cosmic fragments. Oh, curios this time. Okay. Version domain. And 1, and 2, 3, and 4. Oh right, I have the auto battle only thing. The Mars struck his heel. Not for long.
Nothing but a fall. Nothing but a fall. Creation.
Yeah, I always try to do the something related to the curios whenever I do these. For Golden Gears, I always did the one that could basically force you to get the Ruan Mei occurrences, so that I could just abuse that. I've never done the Rupert's one. Yeah, I can't turn it off. There's a curio that basically makes it where your damage goes up and everything, but I have that curio, yes. I can't turn it off. Because the leader is thinking, and I don't have the right to activate my self-consciousness.
Nothing but a fall.
I love that curio.
Nothing but a fall.
Boom. Let the bot take over for me, even though technically I can turn it on to do that, but I am not responsible for whatever happens here. Whatever happens here is completely in the hands of the bot. The Mara struck his healed.
Nothing but a fall.
Not doing as much damage as I would hope, but yeah, I feel like every time I see it, I just pick it, because 90% of the time, whatever the curio is going to do is the same thing that I'm going to do. And also, if I can get that and not have to manually fight Argenti when I know what it's going to do, yeah, sure, I can show the quick builds of the characters. Well, it's not that much damage compared to their HP bars, because as you can see, I'm doing millions of damage and barely putting a dent in the HP bar. Yeah. This one? Yes. Alright.
Nothing but a fall. Nothing but a fall. Creation.
Probably not going to get max conversion data, but I don't think it's very difficult to ever get max conversion data. Infinitely chain the dragon.
Nothing but a fall.
If I had to guess, we're going to get at least 2 to 3 more dragon activations. Yeah, there are just certain characters that do that, and it's just like, yep. I want to use my unique teams, but nope. Not really, because up until I started maining Casterus, I had an E2 Firefly. And honestly, Firefly feels the very same way as Casterus, where the Firefly team makes things very easy. So to me, this is actually giving a break from Firefly doing everything. And even then, I've also been experimenting with Rappa, because I have a Rappa as well. Yeah. Firefly was my original main. Well, my original main was OG Herda when I first started, because I've been playing this game since launch as well. But yeah. Favorite character from Penacony by far, and one of the reasons that I did not summon for Adventuring was Firefly was literally right after the character. Yeah, we're at least getting one more Caster's ultimate activation before... Yep. Also, speaking of bringing back the discussion about buffs and what you just said, Steela really needs a buff, if we're being honest. Hopefully they'll buff her. I feel like eventually they will. I really want them to buff her. Huh, 150. It's about what I expected. 150 cosmic frags. Punklordian balance has been destroyed. RIP. And let me head into the next domain, and I will show you the builds for the characters that you can see. Sure, let's give it a shot. Lose 396, gain 106. Lovely. I guess I'll get rid of this with the chance of getting it back. Alright, so yes, so we've got Casterese, 95 speed, 54 over 122, 42% hit rate, obviously quanta damage bonus, running her proficiency light cone at super imposition 1, max traces, relics are 2-piece Bone Collection Serene Demonet, and Poet of Morning Collapse 4-piece. Herda is 92 crit rate over 85 crit damage, 135 speed, and 36% break effect, 24% hit rate, ice damage 61.2. Running her proficiency light cone. It's mapping her normal attack being slightly up, but otherwise she's completely maxed out. E0. Bushwan, 60 over 138. Level 80 out of 80. I think it's level 70 out of 80 normally. Normal attack's been leveled up, otherwise everything's around where you see it. And then relics, it put in its own thing. E0. And then Hyacine, 201 speed, 10 over 73, 30% break effect, give or take. 100% energy regeneration, 19 effect hit rate, 39 effect res, no damage bonus because we put everything into HP and speed. We have 69, 96 HP. Talents and traces are maxed out, and relics are 2-piece giant tree of rapid brooding and 4-piece warrior goddess of sun and thunder. Yeah. Who is Mr. Giabu the Radish? Produced by Herda. Sure. We'll take the 70%. And we failed. And you know what? That's fine. Oh yeah, please. Give me that. Let's discard this one. No, let's discard this one because it's useless. Oh yeah, sure. Castrese's relics rolls are... This is the... what is this? The headpiece. This is the bracelet, the hands. We've got the body. We've got the feet. We've got the planar sphere. And we've got the link rope. Nothing particularly insane, but... thanks for the curio. Sure. Respite domain. Alright, can we get anything from you? Darn. Literally not. Yes, we'll get this. Indeed. Alright, Workbench of Creation, can we... No, I can't. Darn. Alright. Let us put everything into these. Alright.
Be careful.
Alright, Nikador. Let's do this.
Nothing but a fall.
Yeah! I mean, it's slightly easier since he actually is weak to Quantum. And also, I feel like I'm doing more damage with Castorese now. Honestly, I feel like they could make Argenti the final boss of the entire Divergent Universe thing, instead of Nikador or the Bananarama thing. But yeah, honestly, I'll be probably saving for some time as well if I don't go for Cypher, because I'm not going to be pulling for Fionon, and there's not any character that I'm hoping gets rerun that I want to pull. So honestly, probably update and a half, 2 updates before I summon again, or even have the compulsion. The next time I probably would summon is Saradra if she becomes playable, or Cyrene? Maybe? I'm not even sure on Cyrene. Saber doesn't have a huge interest for me, so it honestly might even be 3 updates before I summon again if I don't go for Cypher. Alright, HP bar 1 nearly done. No, my soul. Give me that back. I kind of need that. Oh, that weakness broke something. Fine.
Nothing but a fall.
I mean, maybe not, but, you know, I'd like the extra HP. But we're about to just straight up break Nikador. I think we already have, technically. Boom. Nikador, I can put you in the ground slowly, or I can make it swift. For your sake, pick swift. We don't need to make this any more painful than it already is. I've already had to deal with Argenti. I can happily deal with you because you're a lot easier than Argenti, which is incredibly funny considering you came out way later. Yeah. Well, I'm nearly gonna have all my health back. Oh boy. Oh, that didn't do nearly as much as it could have. Alright, Nikador. Coming in on 2. That should be phase 2, or phase 2 nearly complete. I'm guessing the end of the dragon gets it, maybe? No, not quite. Hey! But you just had to take that before that? Okay, thank you. One last shot.
Nothing but a fall.
That's what I said. Technically, not as much damage as it could be. Looks like a lot of damage, but really isn't. Yeah.
Nothing but a fall.
Yet to have that happen, but honestly, Castories plus Hyacine is just infinite spamming of the dragon. And I'm here for it.
Nothing but a fall.
In order to give the most accurate information, I will tell you as soon as we finish this fight. That healing on. There we go. From the top rope. 7% and 0. Herta with the kill. Oh yay, my hamburger's cheese has been leveled up. How fun! Inorganic General level 3. Herta wanted to come in and say, "Witness me!" Right, but yes, E2 Castoris. After summoning the Memo Sprite Netherwing, Castoris gains 2 stacks of Ardent Will. Ardent Will can stack up to 2 times and can be used to offset the HP cost of Netherwing's Memo Sprite skill, and advance Castoris' action by 100%. When using the next enhanced skill, Castoris gains New Bud by an amount equal to 30% of max New Bud. For E1, damage increase. And then Hyacine's is insane. When Hyacine is in the after rain state, all allied targets additionally increase their max HP by 50%, and after using an attack, immediately restore HP by an amount equal to 8% of Hyacine's max HP. Yeah, it does. It does. In theory, I don't have Sunday, so I have not. I can't attest to whether you can play her with Sunday or not. As I mentioned previously, I think it was around 140 overall. I got really lucky on an early, if I remember correctly. And also I won every 50-50 for Castries, Castries, Castries. I didn't lose a single 50-50 for all of that. Something around those lines, I believe. I know for a fact that I had like 100 and... I had like 200 wishes, and I still had 100 left over. 90 or 100 left over to save for Hyacine when I was done. I mean, you're not wrong. That was all on stream. In fact, boom. We're gonna get a Hyacine right here. Can you imagine, though? That would have been very funny. By what do you mean? Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Are you, NA account? Alright, can you type in your UID? And I will do a quick, or not quick, but a account review, or at least an account look, before we move out for the day. Alright. View details. So we got those three that I can see. Can I see the rest of them? Yes. Okay, cool. We'll start with Herda. 80 over 163. Definitely a lot better than mine. 61.2. Are we running proficiency? We are. Max traces except for the normal attack. 2-piece Lost Scholar, 4-piece Lost Scholar, 2-piece Izumo. E1. Very nice. Fei Xiao, someone that I have and don't really use, despite my intention to use. 96.9 crit rate over 160 crit damage. 141 speed. We have wind damage bonus. And just a little bit on the others. Let's see. We've got proficiency. Oh, wait, is this? Yes, this is our proficiency. Duran and 4-piece Windsoaring Valorous. E2. Very nice. I see we have a Fei Xiao fan. And Ruin Mei. 573. I'm guessing everything's in break effect. 160 break effect. 124 energy regeneration. And yeah, that makes sense. Time in the mirror. Everything crowned except for normal. 4-piece watchmaker. 2-piece Lukasha. And then let's take a look at the normals. Alright, Aventurine, 34 for 154. 108 speed. Running 4-star Destiny's Threads Forewoven. And 2-piece Duran, 4-piece Knight of Purity Palace. Rania running 2-piece Ordeal, 2-piece Messenger, 2-piece Broken Keel. We've got Eidolons, and we've got Proficiency at Superimposition 3, E3. Very nice, very nice. Clara, 81 over 143, running Yunli's 5-star Light Cone, something I wish I had. Very cool. 10, 10, 10, 5, so I'm guessing very low cons on her. Let's see, E1. And Duran and Champion of Streetwise Boxing. Makes sense. Harmony, Remembrance Trailblazer. 39 over 203. 124 ER. Running Memories, Curtain Never Falls. Everything pretty high up there. Obviously E6, I'm guessing. Yes, E6. Bearer of Revelation. 2-piece Lukasha, and then speed and attack increase. And Tribby. 2-piece Bone Collection Serene Demon. 2-piece and 4-piece Poet of Morning Collapse. She's E1 or E0. Talents all the way through. Running Dance, Dance, Dance. And 58 over 227. A slight reduction in speed. 119, 22.4, a little bit of quantum damage bonus. Yeah, I mean, all the characters look pretty good, if I have to say myself. Kirby's one, from what I have heard, is quite good. That being said, everybody, that is where we will call today's stream. As originally, we were not planning on streaming today, but things worked out where I was able to get something out. And be sure to like, follow, if you're on YouTube, subscribe. Feel free to check out the videos. Helps the channel grow, helps us be able to show up higher on the Twitch list and the YouTube list. Hoping to get to, 20, 25 follows. Also, Wasley, let me see if I can at least get that notification to play for you. Well, that didn't work. But yeah, that's the plan. Thank you very much. And I'm usually live earlier in the morning, or at least earlier in the morning for some regions. Usually around 8 a.m. Eastern, or 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is my usual haunting ground. But we're experimenting with some different times to kind of see how people, what's the more active time. So if you ever want to catch me there, since I've noticed you followed, you'll obviously see the notifications. And yeah, feel free to check me out on YouTube as well. I do mostly Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact AMVs, anime music videos. And yeah, thank you everybody so much for coming. And until next time, this is Blaze, Blazing Flame Studio, signing off.